Hello everyone. Sorry I was running a little bit late. I thought I was going to have maybe some problems because my husband got off at 5 and he's not home yet. Right? So with my schedule, I have a child that typically needs to be watched, as most of you guys know. And he's not home to watch her. So you might hear a little bit of background noise, and I'm sorry, but I can't help that. So we're just going to kind of dive right into this Lots of Pun, which is the paper pumpkin that was from November. Let me get all my alternatives out here, and then I will just show you what this kit is kind of all about. All right, so it is the Lots of Pun. Oh, this is actually December's. I don't know why I said November, but this is December's Lots of Pun. Now, the one that we have coming up for January is the Kisses and Hugs. It sounds like my husband's home because the dogs are going crazy out there. This is going to be like your Valentine's Day, anniversary, weddings, honeymoons, birthdays, and more for this kit that is coming up. So you have until January 10th to go ahead and subscribe to get in on this kit here. What does it say? We all know that roses are red. It's time that love cards got an upgrade. The the Kisses and Hugs paper pumpkin kit will help you express that forever kind of love with heart-shaped cards that would make Cupid jealous. So, as you can see in the little picture here in the graphic that they've given us, you have these really cute little pink envelopes with, it looks like it's probably going to be like gold foiling. And it says that it is going to come with a gray granite. Baby girl, you can't yell, honey. I'm sorry. There, I'll turn it up a little bit more. Can you hear it? It says it's going to come with a gray granite Stampin' Spot. So, this kit here, hello, Rhea. This kit here for this month of December came with the early espresso. This is called the Lots of Pun. Where did I put the stamps now? Oh, Bug, please don't. But yeah, here's the stamps. Super, super cute. Let me grab something that is white to put behind it so I can show you kind of what I'm talking about here. So this one was kind of fruit driven. You have the little cherries, you have a banana, you have this egg, a toast, and the puns are extremely cute. You are cherry sweet. I'm sorry, that's the pits. I pick you, so that would be cute to go with these cherries. I pick you. Thanks a bunch. Peel better soon. So like if you were to have this little banana looking like it was peeling. Celebrate, go bananas. Let's grow mold together. A toast to your success. You tell the best yolks. Have an egg-cellent day. Excited for you, and I loaf you. Super cute. So I hope you guys were able to get in on this kit because it is absolutely adorable. Some of the cutest little sayings I've seen in a long time out of one of these kits. Give me 2 seconds and let me go see if my husband is here so he can take my daughter so we don't have to. Not that I don't enjoy hearing my daughter talk to me, but let me go see if he rolled in, if that's who I heard. All right, baby girl, hold on. Well, it wasn't him, so I'm not sure where he is. I'm kind of starting to get worried because he knew I was going to be doing this, and here it is, you know, after 6 o'clock and he's not home yet. So, I do have some really cute cards to show you. Well, you know what? We're just going to have to endure. She's yelling because her TV's not working right now because I don't have strong internet for her show to work. Oh my goodness. Okay, hopefully it will work. Hey, little girl. Give me 2 seconds. I am so sorry, you guys. You know what? But it's called life, right? Life throws us curveballs, and it's just what it is. But I will, I want to get these cards started for you guys to show you this because they are super, super cute. So I'm going to throw my iPad over to her, and hopefully that will work better. All right, here you go, baby girl. Here you go. Look. That's better. Right? There you go. And then I'll turn this one off. Okay. We're good. She's got Caillou, and we're all good. All right. So, this kit was... Do what you need to do. Thank you guys for being so understanding. I'm now having a major hot flash because of course she has been quiet all day until I get on here with you guys, and there's nobody home to help me with her. So, you know, I guess it is what it is. So with this kit here, it was intended to make these 6 cards here. So they gave you, 9 cards here. You make 3 of each one. I'm not going to, I normally come in and I make 1 of each of the attended cards for you, but I'm not going to because Miss Rhea has helped me out because you guys watched me on Monday and I told you I was really having a hard time. Well, I'm so thankful that you guys are patient and willing to, you know, and understanding that, you know what, kids are kids. You can't really, you know, and mine's not real young, but nonetheless, she is disabled. And now you guys hear the realness of my life going on behind me. And I mean, yes, just thank you guys for being understanding. So, I'm just going to go ahead and get right into the alternatives. Miss Rhea Jones, which I know she's on here watching right now, she has helped me out greatly with coming up with some alternatives for this because I was really kind of stumped. I came up with 2 on my own, and then Rhea, you know, was so graciously, you know, willing to let me use some of the cards that she's come up with. And I am so proud of you, Miss Rhea, because you did an amazing job. Just have to tell you guys that. So let's go ahead and get into some of these alternatives. So this kit came with, look at those super cute little embellishments that it came with. And then it came with some of the twine. And then of course it comes with some of your dimensionals. You get 3 of the Crumb Cake, 3 Crumb Cake envelopes, which Rhea gave me a great suggestion, and she cut these open and she used the inside of these envelopes also because they're really pretty on the inside, and it goes down pretty far inside of the envelope. So there's the Crumb Cake ones. Then you have Pool Party, and look at the insides of those. And again, it goes all the way down inside of that envelope. So your envelopes can be cut up and used as well. Then you have the Daffodil Delight along with those really cool stripes. All right, so there's the envelopes. We're going to set those aside. Then let's pull out all the little goodies here. And I've already cut a couple of these up to get my dimensions and everything. It comes also with some of your little snot dots is what I call them, but they're the mini glue dots. And then you get a bunch of these little embellishments. So they gave you 3 of the green, the granny apple green, with this spot of like paint. It looks like a watercolored paint droplet that has pool party in it. Then you get 3 of the Daffodil Delight, again with the watermark. And then 3 of the pool party with that beautiful yellow gingham look to it. All right, so let's get to my first alternative here. Now my card base for this one is going to be Early Espresso, since that is the color that came in with our spot. But I'm going to actually be grabbing my full pad because it just makes my life a little bit easier to use the full one than this little one. Okay, and then I need to grab the bone folder, which I thought I saw all my supplies here in front of me, but apparently I did not. Okay, so I'm using that, and then I took this card here, I think, yep. I took one of the Daffodil Delights, and I just cut it right in half on that score line there. And cut this down. I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and then I'm going to grab, and then sometimes, you know, it's wise to hang on to these little pieces here, because sometimes you never know when you're going to need a little strip of that yellow to just put as a little accent on a card. Okay, so there's that. That's going to go on the top of that. Then I have a piece of basic white, and this is 4 by 3. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to cut that down or not, but we're going to do some stamping on that. I'm going to grab my little banana and a block. Now I think my husband's home. Now I hear the door opening. So we are going to go ahead and stamp on this. Let me go see if I can grab him and have him come get... Okay, so he's dropping the groceries off and he will be out here in just a moment. Okay, so here is Early Espresso, and we are going to grab a piece of scrap paper. And for some reason, I couldn't get the PlayStation to turn on and connect to the TV, so I couldn't have her sit out there. And I already stuck a diaper out there on the couch. Okay, I'm going to grab just a piece of scratch paper here. Oh, and of course I can't get my iPad to turn off. There we go. Okay, he's got her. We're all good. Whew, now a big sigh. Okay, and now I'm going to take this little banana and I'm just going to kind of randomly stamp all over this white piece. Some of them going off. I guess he said there was an accident on the highway, which I'm telling you, lately there has been so many accidents out on the highway that's out in front of our house. Well, I mean, it's probably about 1.5 miles away from our house, the main highway is, but it has just been ridiculous out there. The accidents that have been happening out there, there was one right before Christmas that was extremely fatal. And it's so sad because, you know, you never want to hear about anything like that happening during the holidays, but you said there was an accident, right?
Or the casino got robbed. I don't know. The thing from the post office was like cops everywhere. That's why I got stuck. I had to.
Oh, he said that there might have been something happening down at the casino too, because that's where he got stuck.
Somebody got plowed walking across the street.
She has a movie inside of this PlayStation right here. Okay. Because like I said, I couldn't get the PlayStation to connect, but I think she wants to watch Caillou. Okay. So then what I planned on doing was planning on taking half of that and setting that like that. And then, well, as you can see, I kind of did a little bit different look on this one. And I took this little, like, polka dotty, splattery look, and I ran it over that. But I don't know if I like that or if I just like this here. I don't know. I guess it depends on what I decide to put around. What was I going to do? I think I was going to do a Celebrate Go Bananas, but I wanted to take, where did that little, I just had it, didn't I? Oh, here they are. Okay, so here's some of the extra pieces that also came with this. I had it tucked inside of this other thing. So you get a sheet of this, which comes with some crumb cake pieces. Then you come with these little tiny stripes, that's early espresso. And then you have some little pool party blue strips here. Then on this one, you have, this color is Poppy Parade. Then you've got some early espresso little word hellos. And then another 3 little scallopy pieces of the early espresso. I was thinking, because obviously red's not going to look very cute on there, but I was thinking if I took like that and ran that across there, and then took either one of these hellos, or you've got these little pieces that you can punch out here, and we could potentially stick that over there and then put one of these here and then say something on that. Or we can grab one of these little vellums and do, but see, I don't like how you can see through the vellum. Yeah, that vellum's not going to work with this. But you get 2 sheets of this as well. So you get this great big circle, you get a smaller circle, and then you get like a little sentiment piece there in the vellum. But let's see, what was I going to do with this? I had something in mind when I made this earlier. Maybe I like this down here. Maybe go something like that, and then take a couple of the bananas. And maybe put a couple of bananas up on this little piece here, like they're kind of like that, and then raise that, and then maybe put my sentiment, or I'm not sure how I want to do my sentiment. There are these little pieces here, like you could do it like it was saying something, like if you wanted to put a face on, if you wanted to put a face on one of these little pumpkins. Look, this even comes with little cute faces. Isn't that adorable? This one looks like he's sad, because there's a couple of these, like, what's that one? I'm sorry, that's the pits. Then you could put like this little sad face on it and make it look like he was, he's got a sad face. But I think I like that. And then, so let's go ahead and start adhering this. So I'm going to put this directly down on here after I get my glue booger out of the way. Okay, then put this on here. Wow, she's being extremely vocal out there. I'm sure you guys can probably still hear her. Which is so funny. She must have felt, you know how they say like animals and kids and dogs and stuff, they can kind of feel your stress. I think she could probably somewhat feel my tension. And I think that's probably why she got a little bit louder. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking that might be one of the reasons why she was getting a little louder and upset, because she could feel me kind of starting to stress. All right, then we're going to, I'm thinking I might sponge. I don't know. We're going to try this. Now, this could either wind up okay, or it could be not so cute. So I'm just going to open this early espresso back up, and I'm going to grab one of those little circle pieces that came out of the inside of this, because see, if I flip it over, it matches those pool party stripes. I'm flipping it over, and I'm going to do this side. I'm just going to kind of distress the edge of this so it's not so stark white against the other white. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to take some dimensionals, and I'm going to pop these little bananas up. Kind of go like that, like you have a little bunch of bananas. And then I'm going to pop that up as well. And I'm thinking I might want to put a peel better soon. That's kind of cute. Look at this. There's even a little mustache, which I think is absolutely adorable. I did I'll show you that in just a minute. I was playing around and I did a cherry with a face on it, and I did the little mustache. I might actually go with that because it was really cute. Thanks a bunch. Should we do that right above those little bumps there? That's kind of cute. Especially since we have like this little bunch right here. I swear, this one fly that was bugging me on Monday is lingering around again. But flies don't live that long, so it's got to be one of his compadres. Okay, we're going to put thanks a bunch right there. Get out of here. He smells my tea. I made myself some nice warm tea before we came on here. Oops, there we go. I was debating whether I was going to do coffee or if I was going to do tea, but tea won. I had too much coffee earlier. So do you guys have exciting plans for New Year's? Oh, I guess it helps. See, I was so stressed out I didn't even like do my whole little intro spiel. So you guys will find all these pictures of these cards, dimensions, all the good things over on my blog. It'll probably be up by tomorrow because I have to get my video uploaded to, or downloaded, uploaded, however that works, to YouTube. And then I will put it over on the blog and all the dimensions and all the products that I've used today. This kit is no longer available. So I'll have you know that, you know, if you have stamps already that have bananas, or if you have this kit, then you can find all the dimensions and stuff over on my blog. Over at stampinthepinkbarn.blogspot.com. If you need any of the products that I am using tonight, like any of the paper, cardstock, dimensionals, all those things, you can go to my store, which is dannygarola.stampinup.net. Go to the shop button and go in there. And when you place your order, if it is under $150, please use my host code. That helps me greatly to be able to bring you guys these free videos. And also some of the giveaways that I do during my Monday videos. I normally give away all the cards and projects that I make on our Monday Lives. So there is the first card that I came up with. Kind of simple, but still cute, you know. Then, let's get that one out of the way. The next one that I am doing is one that Rhea came up with. Now, I love this card. Kudos to you, Rhea. You did an amazing job. So this is Crumb Cake. I'm just taking a half sheet of crumb cake, and I'm folding that for my base. So it is 8.5 by 5.5, scoring it right in the center, which makes it now 4.25 by 5.5. So again, 8.5 folded in the middle. Now it is 5.5 by 4.25. I better check this because it looks like it's kind of longer than 5.5, but I don't think it is. Nope, it's 5.5. It just looks very oddly big to me. All right, then we need, I took one of the pool party and I cut both in half because I really liked this, and we're going to use some of that as well. And I wanted the pool party to kind of bring out some of that greens in the paper that we're going to use. So I cut that in half. I took this side, the pool party side, and I cut that down to 4 by 5.25. Then I took the flip side, which was the yellow gingham looking side, and I cut that down to 3.75 by 5. And that's just going to layer right on top of that. Then I took a piece of, now this paper is coming up in the January celebrations. This is the paper called, it's so beautiful. It actually coordinates with one of the stamp sets in the JJ mini catalog. This is called Daffodil Afternoon. This has got some beautiful papers in here. So you've got, this is the flip side of this. Now you can earn this free with a $50 item purchase. So this is one of those ones that you cut down the center and then you have 6 of your card bases already made for you. Actually, you get 12 because there's 2 sheets of those, or you can use the flip side. I love this. This looks very jungly. And look, this has got little green hearts. That's the flip side of that one. So you've got your pale papaya here. And look at that, what is that called? Bumblebee? And look at those together. This is the flip side of this. Isn't that stunning together? And then you've got this with this. So yeah, that's in the celebrations. That goes with the, I mean, you can buy it by itself. You don't have to have the daffodil stamp set. The paper could be a complete standalone item by itself to just make cards with. But again, that's in the celebrations catalog. So celebrations is this little small catalog right here that runs from January 4th to February 28th. Now, the only way to get products out of here is you have to earn them free with spending or buying product out of either the annual catalog or out of the JJ mini catalog, which all starts, or the annual catalog is going right now, but the JJ mini starts on January 4th as well. All right, so this was a 3.5 by 3.5 square. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut this directly from point to point. Okay, so I have 2 triangles. then I'm going to grab one and put it up in that corner and grab the other one and put it down in this corner. Then I have to look at the picture that Rhea sent me because I don't want to screw her card up. I already added I added the blue piece to it that she didn't have on hers, but I want to make sure I get the rest of it looking like her card because it was so stinking cute. Okay, so she took one of those little pieces right here, the pool party. If I can get this out of here, geez Louise. And one of the vellums and one of the hellos. Where did I put that hello? There it is. She took one of the early espresso hellos. Oh, come on, thing. Geez, these things are really stuck in here this time. They didn't want us losing any of them. And I think she probably took the small one. Yep, I'm going to use the small vellum piece here. And we're just going to go like this. We're going to put this in the center. That's going to get popped up. Then this little blue strip is going to go across there. And then the hello is going to sit on that. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I think she did such an amazing job with this card. So let's get this all adhered. See, that's what's so fun about being part of a team. When I'm always telling you guys, hey, join my team, blah, 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 you know. It's not because I'm trying to make you guys spend all your hard-earned money. It's not like that at all. It's when you become a part of a team like this, it becomes so much more. You actually become kind of second family, and you work together. And that's exactly what we were talking about when she, you know, showed me all these cards that she had come up with. And she had said, you know, this is what's so fun about being a part of something like this, is because we can share our ideas, give other people inspiration when we're kind of in a rut. Like I was totally on this set or this kit. I was in a rut. I really was. Ain't gonna lie to you. Now, I think the way she did it is she left a little bit of a gap so you could see more of that paper. Yes. Or if you wanted to, you could move it all the way up and hide the yellow gingham like that. So your choice how you want to do that. But I'm going to leave the gap like she has. So I'm going to leave about 1/4 of an inch margin around that. Okay. Doesn't that paper work so well? I mean, she just knocked it out of the ballpark when I saw this. I was like, wow, I would have never thought of using the Daffodil DSP Designer Series paper with this kit. But when I looked at the colors, I was like, well, why wouldn't you? It totally made sense. The colors coordinated so well together that I was just like, man, that was kind of meant to be. All right, I'm going to grab this, and I'm just going to take some of my leftover scrap. Where is it? I had a leftover one sitting around somewhere. To kind of pick that up, but now I don't know where it is. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a couple of pieces off of this, like that. And I'm just going to put that right in. I guess I didn't need to flip that over. That was kind of dumb. And just put that right down the center of that. And then the reason why I'm doing that is because when I put that down, I can then put my blue, glue that on there, but you're not going to see that little piece of dimension that I just put behind that vellum. Do you see what I'm saying? So when I go to place that, I'm going to stick it right in the center of that gingham area, just like that. I'm going to angle this like that and like that. Okay, then glue this right down. Onto the center of where that little dimensional is. So see, now it's all hidden, but you still have the lift behind that. And then we're going to just dab a couple little dots of glue, dot, 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 not a lot, just around along the bottom there, because we know just the bottom is going to touch that little pool party piece. Just like that. And then I think she added some, yep, absolutely, she added some embellishments to it. See those little embellishments? You get the yellow, the blue, and the little red hearts. All right, I'm going to use my take a pick for these because they're kind of tiny. I don't want to get them lost by trying to hang on to them. So she has one up there. She did one down here. And then one up over here. So there you go. What do you guys think of that? Isn't that such a cool design that she did? I just love it. So just one of those alternatives. If you don't have this paper, which if you're a demonstrator, that was the only way you would have this paper right now, because if you're a customer, you can't get that until after January. But you will know that if you already have this kit, you can save some of that paper and save some of these little pieces here to make a card like this. And so then it doesn't have anything to do with like those puns that this set was intended for. You have a beautiful hello card for someone. Okay. So now let's do the next one. Okay, this one, what was I doing here? Oh no, this is another one that she did, and she used, again, this is another set that is coming out in the celebrations, so you'll have to wait till January to get this, but wait till you see what Rhea has done with this one. Okay, so I have taken a piece of Pool Party. Again, it's a half of the full sheet. So this is 8.5 by 5 1/4, or 5.5. Now I'm going to fold it in half again, and we're going to do, this will be now 5.5 by 4 1/4. Okay, there's our card base. Then I have taken one of those green pieces like I was telling you, and I cut it right in half. But I'm going to cut this down because this is 5.5 by 4 1/4, and it's just too big. It'll wind up covering my whole pool party, and I don't want that. I want to see to be able to see. So I'm just going to cut this at, we're going to do 1/8 of an inch off of each side to take it down to 4, because I want to remove all that green. And so here I'll do this at 5 3/8 and then go to 5 1/4. So I just took 1/8 of an inch off of each side, and that just took it down to 4 by 5 1/4. So that is going to go right on the front of our card, just like that. Then we're going to need one of those little stripey bits that came in, not this one, but where is it? It came out of, not that, not that. Oh, there it is. I just saw it. You get 3 of those little stripey bits in there. And so I'm using one of those. And that will go right across there. Then again, instead of using this side of that little, it's kind of a reverse scallop. It looks more like a sunburst. I'm going to flip it over and we're going to stamp our sentiment right on the back of that. And I am going to use the sentiment. I have not even, look at that. I haven't even mounted these yet. That's how brand new they are. I'm going to use this celebrate every beauty, or celebrate every beautiful thing. So when I don't have them mounted yet, I just simply take the backing off and now I can use them. Granted, I'm not seeing exactly where it is, but I'm going to make sure when I flip it over, I do it the right way that I can see that it's going to be stamped in the right spot. I'm going to stamp off once just to make sure, since it's a brand new stamp, that, you know, everything's working correctly before I ruin one of my little things here. And I'm going to actually move this down here so I can see where the center is. Hold that for a couple of seconds to let that kind of marinate in there. Okay, there's that. And then she took both of the butterflies. So you get one single butterfly and then the whole little bouquet, or whatever you want to call butterflies. Okay, and then we're going to take this little white piece here and the butterflies, and again I'm going to stamp them off to make sure that they're working good. And see how I have all this part that I got in my ink pad? I need to clean that off so I don't make a mess. And where is my chamois? Oh, chamois, where are you? Oh, there it is. Oh, and look, and there's the strips of my dimensional. They were both together. Imagine that. Okay, so I'm going to clean all that off and know that when I do this again, I want to make sure I'm very light on it where I don't goop that all up. Okay, now stamp it again. Perfect, no problems. Okay, and we're going to put these right up here in this top corner, just like that. And then peel the backing off this single one here. Let's make sure I get this correct. Okay. This is going to go right down here, just like that. So cute. I'm going to close this because we're going to get this card put together now. All right, so this and this. So our stamping is all done because we stamped our sentiment, we stamped this, and then we have this little piece to go on here. Then this little piece is going to go right across here. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. Hello, Katie. Hello, Melanie. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Mom. Hello, Noelle. Hello, Frida. Hello, Rhea. Sorry, I didn't say hi to you guys when you guys all popped in here. And then when I'm watching it off of my phone, my other phone, everything disappears. Like you'll see things pop by, but if I'm in the middle of something, I don't go back and look at it, and then it all kind of just disappears on there. So then you have to touch it to bring everything back up again to see everybody's comments. So no, I was not ignoring you guys, I promise. Okay, we're going to put this down here just like that. And then I've already taken the backings off of my dimensionals here. Now I just got to get this straight on here. I don't know about you guys, but you know what seems really odd lately? I have been finding out so many friends have gotten the COVID stuff. Seems like today I was reading on my on Facebook here, and so many people have gotten COVID this last week. It just seems really ridiculous. Like it's just all of a sudden hitting a whole bunch of people. So I hope you guys are not one of them. Okay, and it looks like she's taken 5 of these and just placed them all around. And with these little yellow ones, this really makes that card pop with that little bit of yellow added to that bumblebee just really does a lot to that card. Isn't that so cute? Simple but cute, right? Oh, I told her, I said, you're so talented. It blew my mind, the cards that she came up with. So that's another one from Rhea. All right, and then let's do, I think I have 2 more to show you guys. Okay, this one, I am going to take, a thick white card base, 8.5 by 5.25, or 5.5, and then I scored it because the fact that this is thick cardstock, you have to score because it goes against the grain and it just kind of jacks it all up, and it doesn't work if you try to just fold it like I do the other card bases. Okay, so let's get that varnish down. Now I'm going to take the back side of this one, that card that we just used, how I used this pool party. I'm going to use this green part here. And I'm going to cut that down to probably about 2 inches. Or 2.5 for right now. And then if we need to go smaller, I can. But 2.5 looks about right for the moment. I'm going to grab a piece of white, which I thought I already had cut out here, but apparently not. So I'm going to make another piece, and this is going to be 3, what am I going to do here? I'm going to do 3 3/4 by 5. So it's a full 1/2 inch smaller than my card base, but yes, they're both white. And that means I need to cut this down to 3 3/4 as well. So see, if I put that on there, that might just be a little bit too much from what I'm looking at here. Yeah, I'm going to cut that down to 2. So instead of it being 2.5, I'm going to cut another 1/2 of it off to make it 2. And I think that might work. Then move those pieces. And I want to clean these off really quick. My little butterflies, because I'm done with those. And just know that when you're using the early espresso, it will stain your stamps. Not your red rubber stamps, not your cling, but it will stain your photopolymer, the clear stamps. So if knowing that this came with the early espresso like this, now watch when I clean this, now that I've already used it, it has now left a pink tinge on the stamp, which doesn't bother me at all. I know it bothers some people, but the way I see it is the more tingier and the more dirtier and the more kind of stained up it is, the more love that that stamp has been, and somebody has gotten a lot of enjoyment out of it. And that's always a good thing, because you buy these and you spend, you know, good money on them. You want to make sure that they're used. So see how that Thanks a Bunch is kind of tinged pink? It's because you use something with the early espresso has kind of a red tone to it. All right, what did I do with my card bases now? Okay, this is going to go across here, but I think I want to use some, where is it? Where's my Versamark? Oh, there it is. Good place for me to store my little extra bits, right? I just stick it right on the back of my stamps. Oh, geez. Okay, and then I'm going to grab the cherries. Or, no, I'm not going to grab the cherries. I'm going to grab this little splotch thing. And I'm going to just add, now I don't know how this is going to work with this paper, so I guess we're just going to play and check it out and see if it actually does that watermark to it, because of the fact that it is not cardstock. I might have to grab a piece of cardstock out and change my mind on this little piece here, because I don't know if it's going to change colors quite the way that I want it to. All right, you can kind of see that it is starting to do that watermark look, but let me show you the difference. If I was to grab a regular piece, because see the back of this is white. If I was to grab regular cardstock that is in that same Granny Apple Green, and then I add some of this to it, watch the difference here. Do you see the difference? It didn't change on this piece like it has on this. So I'm going to not use this, and I'm going to use this. So let me cut, what did I have? I had 3 3/4 by 2, right? By 2. And I had 3 3/4. Okay, so we're going to go with this piece instead. I was afraid that it wasn't going to show up on that, but now we know. Now see, on that piece, it still has not done that. You can see the shiny from where I've stamped, but it has not done that water mark like I wanted it to do, which it's doing on this. Okay, so that's the look that I was going for. So now that we have that, I also want to put the lid back on this, and with this piece here, I want to take my black Stampin' Right, and I'm going to do this, try to do this without making a total mess. I'm going to bend this up just a hair, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to flick. Just like that. Do you see the on there? Okay, that is enough. So can you see the little black flick marks that the tip of that pen So I used the Stampin' Write. Now one end is more of like a writing part, and then the other one has more like a painted nib, and that was the nib that I used to do that splattering look. All right, then this is going to go on here, but let's get this put on first. This is going to go here. And then I took my layering circles and I grabbed Poppy Parade, since Poppy Parade is the color of red that goes with it. Aren't those colors just so pretty together? Oh, I love it. And it's not Christmassy at all. I don't think. I think it's total cherry colors. So I took and I cut out one of those scalloped circles. I used, was it this one I used? Yeah. So I used the, yep. That is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think it's like the 6th one from the, here, let me tell you the measurement of that one. If I can find my ruler again. Oh, there it is. So that is actually 2 3/4 of an inch, that scallop. And then I took the white scallop and I cut it out, and that size is, or not scallop, just the white circle, that is 2 1/2. Or I guess it's probably 2 3/8. So that was this one here. No, I fibbed. It's this one. Yep, it's that one there. So it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5th or 6th one up. So let's start stamping our little characters on here. Now I took this stamp right here. It went across here and it said, you are cherry sweet. And I bent it. So I just put it on here and I just angled it that it looks like it's like a smiley face, a little, can you see that? And I just curved it so it's going to curve on my circle like this. Okay, and I'm just going to add that towards the bottom round of this. Just like that. Then I'm going to grab my little cherries. Hello, Anna. And then I'm going to stamp my cherries down on here. I'm trying to watch my 2 sides of my words to make sure I get this centered, because the one that I did last night was not centered. It looked kind of goofy. Then I'm going to grab the little face. I'm going to grab this little cherry right here. And he's going to have a face. And then I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to do the mustache on the other one. So they're the 2 little eyes for that. And then this one I'm going to place here, but I'm going to stick the mustache on. Look at those little faces. Isn't that adorable? Oh, I just think it adds so much character to this little cherry. I'm going to take that off and grab the mustache. I love that they put faces with these. You guys have no idea. I used to buy stamps way back when, before I ever got into Stampin' Up. And there was a company that used to make faces. And they were the cutest little things. And see, look at that. Look at that mustache. I think it's adorable. And it was so cute because because that's when I was really big into scrapbooking and I used my Cricut all the time. I would make all these little characters and then these little faces, and the expressions that the stamp company made for these little faces were just the most cutest thing ever. So I would, face up my little scrapbook guys, and it was cute. So then I'm going to use dark Granny Apple Green for this leaf. Oh, and just to tell you guys, because you're probably wondering, how are you using the regular stamp pad with your alcohol inks? Well, you guys probably already know this because you guys are so smart, but I just found this out, that you can use your Stampin' Blends with our regular stamp pads because of the fact that these are water-based. So is Memento. Memento is water-based also. It's a little bit different than this kind of water-based, but Memento ink is a fade-resistant water-based, and it's fast-drying. This does not dry quite as fast. So you do have to kind of give it a second to absorb into your paper before you start using your blends. And you kind of want to go quick with them so you're not smearing any of that. Oops, I wanted to use the dark. So you're not smearing any of that ink here with your pens. But since your pens are alcohol ink, it's not going to smear that water-based pad. So I just learned that because I know I've been telling you guys have to use the Memento with it. I was wrong. And I know you learn something all the time, right? Okay. Let's get this put together. Where did I put my scallop? You guys see where I put the little red scallop? Ugh. Thought I had it sitting right here. Oh my goodness. I tell you guys what. Did I throw it on the floor? Do you guys see it? If I only had a brain. Right? I don't know where the heck I put it now. My little red scallop was sitting here. I did have it. I did show it to you guys. Oh, I guess I just have to cut another one. Is it under my pad? No? Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let's just cut another one. Because I don't know where it went. Of course. Okay, let me see. Which one did I say that I used? I think I used that one, right? Yep. Okay, let me cut another one because I've seemed to have misplaced the other one that I had. You guys probably see it, and you're probably yelling at me, telling me exactly where it is, but oh my gosh, I put it in, oh my goodness gracious. I put it in the layering circles. It was in here. Look at that. I had it sitting right in there. Ugh. Jeez Louise. Oh well. Now I have another one put in there. Sometimes you just get to rolling and then you lose things. See, now I've lost my other little circle. Oh, for the love of Pete. Let's see, did I throw it in here? And I did. Ugh. Telling you. Can I blame it on age? Is that fair? Can I say old age is making me lose my mind? Or does that just mean that I need a bigger crafting area? Hey, maybe that'll work. I'll tell my husband. I'm starting to just lose my stuff. I need a bigger craft area. Yeah, he'll go for that, right? He'll be like, well, you have to wait until we get moved up to your mom's. That's exactly what he'll tell me too. He'll be like, you have a big nice room up there. It's at your mom's house. Okay, then that's going to go on there. And then my card base is here. And that's going to sit right on top of there. Okay, but we're going to dimensionalize this thing like nobody's business, just to give it some extra character. Okay, so we're going to dimensionalize that piece. Okay, and then add that to this. And I kind of just lightly lay it down there. I don't push hard until I know that I have it pretty straight, and then I can commit by pushing it the rest of the way down. Okay, and then that's going to go right there. Now we could take some of this ribbon and we could put a little bow down here. If I can find the end. There it is. Grab my other scissors. Now what would be cute is if you had some red and white. Some red and white, what's that stuff that we have? We have twine. I think there is some red and white. Is that twine? I think in the annual catalog there's that playful pets or playful puppies or something like that that I think might be. I'm not sure if it's twine or not though. And cut that, and you could put that like right on the side there. I'm not sure if I care for that, so I'm not going to do that. It might look better up there on the stem. What do you guys think? Do you like it with the bow or without? Let me hold that up. Do you like it with the bow or without the bow? What do you think? I don't know. I'll just set it on there because I'm not sure. Yay or nay. Okay, so I'm going to set that over here, and then let's do our last one. So here is my card base, 8.5. On the stem, you like it on the stem? Okay. Width. All right, so let me grab, our kit came with these little snot dots. Let me cut this one side down to make it a little bit more even here. Okay, so let me put this on the back. Let me roll it up just a little bit because you know how we have to roll those so we don't get this big gross blob. And then We'll put that up there on the stem. Just add a little bit more. Oh my goodness gracious. Did you see that just pull that apart? There we go, for the love of Pete. Yep, okay. We'll leave it like that. Okay, so let's do the next one. So our card base, and I didn't score this, so this is our thick white cardstock. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and then I'm going to score it at 4 1/4, like that. Then I had another white piece here. I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it down to 4. So another piece of white, 4 by 5 1/4. Just like that. And now we're going to move that out of the way. And where did my scrap paper go? Right here. And we're going to take the cherry again. And we're going to just put these kind of around like this. Okay, so there's that. Then I'm going to grab, this came out of the pattern, what's it called? It is called the Pattern Party Designer Series paper. Now this paper is in the annual catalog and is available right now, but it is one of those that you have to have a party and become a hostess to be able to earn it. I'm trying to see if I can find my... So if you get a couple friends together and you decide that you're going to have a big order and they all want to purchase and they want to purchase under you, then they can go ahead and you can get this as a hostess gift. Oh, here it is. And this comes with a lot of paper. It comes with 24 different papers. One side is all black and white and the other side has a bunch of different colors on it. As you can see, here's all the colors that coordinate with this. So I am using, where's it at? Where did I get this from? Oh, geez, right there in the middle. I am using that one right there. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it probably at, I'm going to say 2.5 again to start with. And if I need to move it down and I need to cut it a little bit, I will. By 4. I think that might actually work good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this piece and then I'm going to take my dark Poppy Parade and I'm just going to color all the way over this. So look, it looks like I have my buffalo check that I love so much. Get some of those like that. Then this is going to go on the bottom down here. Then I'm going to grab a little strip of the Poppy Parade. And I think I'm going to do 1/2 inch to begin with, just to make sure I like that width and that my wording's going to fit on there. And then that's going to go right across the top there. But let's color some of these in. Let's see, what are the ones we're going to see? So from here on up. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with the light and just fill those in. So doing this is kind of time consuming, but it adds a lot of like character to the card when you have colored these all yourself. Okay, and then I'm going to take the Granny Apple Green, and this is the dark. I'm just going to go over these really quick. I'm not sure this one's going to be seen, but I'm just going to do it just in case. Okay, just like that. And then, like I said, this is going to go on the bottom, but let me kind of go over this just a couple more times on this one side because I didn't do it all that great. Okay. Now that is going to go down there. This piece is going to go across here, but what I'm going to do is put this away, grab my Versamark. Oops, I don't want to put it down there. Grab my Versamark pad, and let's see, what wording do we want across there? I'm sorry, that's the pits. Let's do that. What was the other one? Where did it go? Oh, this one is You Are Cherry Sweet. I'm going to do, sorry, that's the pits, because we haven't done that one yet. I know this is kind of a bright card to be doing something that's sad, but you know what? We're wanting to lift their spirits, so that's why we're going to do this one. And then I'm grabbing my white embossing powder, and I'm going to stamp this in Versamark. Okay, get that closed. Okay, just like that. And then, do you see how some of it's stuck up here on this? I'm just going to grab my little paintbrush and just go like that. This is just a really cheap, like, paintbrush from, I don't know, one of the kits that my son had. And then I'm going to emboss this. If I can find there it is. I've been hanging my embossing gun up lately because my heat tool, because my cats keep coming in here and I don't want there to be any accidents and have them turn this thing on and wind up catching my house on fire, because that is one thing that they tell you to be really careful with, is if you leave it plugged in, which I leave mine plugged in, that to make sure that it is either hanging somewhere that pets cannot trigger it on, because it does get so hot that it can catch things on fire. And I don't need that to be in my daughter's room and catch something on fire in here, and it could be very detrimental. Okay, I'm going to glue this right on here. Okay, and then this is going to go right on top of that. Now, one nice thing about this paper here is it's got lines on it. So I'm able to just line the bottom of this strip up right on that. So then I know that it's straight. Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, I remember hearing something about phones. Something where the cords were getting hot and catching things. They were like exploding and on fire. So yeah, absolutely. Turn small appliances off. If you're done, you know, move on and they're charged. Unplug things. Especially if you're going to be gone and out of the house. Even if you are in the house, it can still happen. All right, so there is that. We're going to put that right to the front of that. So cute, right? Oh, I love it. Just love how that turned out. And then you could even take this a step further by using some of the shimmer effects. I always want to call it glass effects because it does. It looks like glass once you put it on there because it gets that glassy look to it. You could take that, and before you put, you know, these two strips on here, you could take this and do each one of those cherries with this glassy shimmer crystal effect. And I'll show you one of them just to kind of show you what it would look like if you put this stuff on there. I might actually go through and do all of these when we're done here. And then you'll see it in the pictures. But I just want to show you guys what this stuff does and how it adds such a neat effect to things. It makes it look like it's wet. You know how cherries have that glossy look to them? And it'll look better once it dries. But see that glossy look where it looks like it's kind of glass? Hopefully you guys can see that look on that. Oh, there you go. Now you guys can see it, that it looks like it's wet. So yeah, if you did that on all of those, what a pretty effect that would give to all those cherries, and just kind of step this up one more level from where it's at. So, all right, you guys, there's my alternatives to the December Lots of Pun, along with help from Miss Rhea Jones. I can't take all the credit for these. So I hope you guys enjoy and have fun creating. And if you guys come up with some alternatives to your kits, please post them over on our group. It is called Pink Barn Stampers Group. All you have to do is go over there and just join the group. All I do is I ask everybody to be kind to one another. We don't need any negativity. There's enough of that already going on that, you know, we just want to see what everybody's doing and crafting and whatnot. So, all right, you guys, I will see you back. Let me look at the calendar really quick. Those of you who follow me, I will see you back on Monday the 3rd, but let me see. I will do January's paper pumpkin, which is that hearts one, that hearts are hugs and kisses. I will be back for that one on Thursday, February 24th. No, I fibbed. That it'll be January 27th. Jeez Louise, I'm really getting ahead of myself. Too many things going on in my little cockamamie brain. On January 27th, I will come back and I will do alternatives for that one. See, look, I even have a calendar in front of me because you guys know how I'm horrible when it comes to dates. So I made this little thing. We did this one of my in-person classes. So I thought, well, heck, you know what? I need to make one for myself. And then when I'm done with these, I just rip them off. I think this was December, or no. No, I was going to say, I think this was my December's thank you gift for everybody, but I don't think it was. I think I did little treat boxes that had like hot cocoa or something in them for my gifts. So, all right, you guys, have a great New Year's. Since that's coming up, what, one more sleep and then it's New Year's. You guys will have your New Year's Eve parties and whatnot. Be safe out there, because with the weather being the way it is today, we had lots of rain. Well, we didn't here at my house, but Tucson got some rain. It's been very cold and chilly here. But we're going to have a game night on New Year's Eve. We're going to have some neighbors come over and have game night. So that should be fun. But we'll be safe. We're home. The neighbors just live right next door. So if anybody decides that they want to drink, then they know how to walk home. No driving, none of that kind of stuff. So, all right, you guys, I will see you guys back next year on the 3rd if you watch me on Monday. Otherwise, if you watch me for my alternatives, I will see you January 27th. All right, you guys, have a great week. Bye.